So today I will cover some altcoins for you and give you my opinion on what the market is going to do today. Well, not even today, but for the whole year 2025, because there is a lot of FUD happening right now, and people are scared and simply capitulating right now. And I'm giving you my opinion on that, on what I'm seeing on the charts, because the charts never lie. So let's start with Bitcoin, right? If we are looking at the Bitcoin chart, we had this count here on the 4-hour chart. But we are still looking for a wave 5, but I will count this now differently. I will put this one too, somewhere here, right? Because we need this length of the wave 2 in comparison to this wave 4. Because right now, as we have it here, and we put this one 2 right here, this wave 2 is simply too short to cover this wave 4. So we need more we need more time in the wave 2, so I will have to put it right here. But as nothing is changing, we are still looking for wave 4 and a wave 5. So if you now cover the 4-hour scenarios, right, if you put this back and we hide it, I will show you what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin remains bullish, yes. So if we start with the bearish scenario, actually, then we are here looking at an unfinished wave 4, right, where we're looking at a flat A, B, and diagonal in C, where we're looking here at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a diagonal to finish your wave C. This scenario at the moment holds the lowest probabilities simply because wave B did not go all the way up to the target area of the expanding flat, which is the most common flat pattern. Right now we are only at the target of the regular flat or at a running flat. So in the flat, you will preferably see if you have moved to the expanding flat area, which is actually right here, right? You want this to go all the way here. So there is where the R scenarios come play, right? In this bullish scenario, if we put the target box back on, we are looking at a WXY to finish with B in a flat, and then here we see. And same goes for the other bullish scenario where we are looking for an A, B, C to go into the target area of the expanding flat, then heavy wave B of the flat, and then the wave C. So in both of these scenarios, we are looking actually to take out all-time highs. And the last bullish scenario is then to count this as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where we are actually looking here at an already finished wave 4. So that's important. So right now, the finished wave 4 has lower probabilities simply because in a wave 4, and WXY, double zigzag, occurs only 4% of all the wave force. And a flat occurs in 35% of all the flats. That's why I am going to look more at the flat at the moment. But nonetheless, probabilities are higher for the scenarios which take out all-time highs, right? If it's this one, if it's this one, or if it's this one, they all have higher probabilities than the one where we're looking at a diagonal. So that's important. Now, if you look a bit locally, probabilities are yet still higher to take out this low, right? This low, and then probably this low as well, is likely to fall because in ABC we need here a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, to finish your wave C. But your wave 2 simply retraced too much to the downside. Same with the 1, 2 scenario. So you probably will take out this low right here. So that's it for Bitcoin, right? We are still looking to take out all-time highs, so that's not a problem. But yeah, altcoins are looking quite bearish right now. So let's take a look at them, and we start with Solana. So on Solana, if we take a look at the higher time frames, right, I have it already on. Let's check the weekly time frame. So here we had here a pretty nice count, right? A beautiful edit wave count. From the lows, we have here a wave 1, 2, double 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing your wave 3 in green. Looking for this wave 5, and now we are working on our wave 5 of the wave green, right, to finish probably another wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we really have to zoom in and take a look at what this green wave 5 has to bring for us. So inside the green wave 5, we need another impulse. And here I have currently this one, where we're counting here at a diagonal in wave 1. Then we have two options, right? Either you put your wave 2 here, and this is going to be the start of your wave 3, or your wave 2 is going to be a zigzag, and not a zigzag, a complex structure, or even a flat, right? So we have here 3 wave A, 3 wave B, and looking at a 5 wave C. And then you have here your wave 1, 2. That's a possibility. But yeah, I will stick firstly with, wait, what is that called? Don't know what it is. Yeah, doesn't matter. Let's put it quick on. So yeah, we are staying with this count at the moment. And we are going to look right now at this structure to take a look what is happening in this potential 1, 2. So if we then drop down to the 4 hours, we have this count. So we can count this as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside the bigger wave 3. So then we need to count like where is the correction ending. And here I have two scenarios for you. Scenario 1 is we have an ABC. Here we count this A at a diagonal, which is most likely not finished yet. Then have a wave B and then a wave C to finish a wave 2. And the scenario 2 would be not this one, this one, where we have a W, X, Y, X, Z. So with Z, with Z needs to be zigzag. So we really see an A, B, C to the downside to finish with Z and a W, X, Y, X, Z. And yeah, that's basically it for Solana. We are still looking for higher prices as long as we don't take out this low, because if we do take out this low, yeah, then we are back to the scenario where we have here a flat and A, B, C. So that's it for Solana. And let's cover now Mantra. I think Mantra is pretty interesting. So if you go to Mantra, I have some scenarios up for you. Now we had a pretty bullish one, right? We went up with 85% on a coin which has $3 billion market cap, which is huge. So that's nice to see about Mantra. Now let's take a look at the scenarios actually. So I covered the high time frame scenarios last time. These remain the same. So if you want to look at them, just watch the other video, because if I cover them now, all of them, yeah, I think it doesn't really matter, because we really have to take a look at the low time frames. So I have here 3 scenarios for you. Scenario 1 is this one, where we count this as an ABC of a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in and diagonal. This scenario is invalidated the moment we take out this low. Simple as that. And we are looking for much higher prices, right? Simply because this is an impulse, this is corrective. This looks impulsive, this looks corrective, so we are preparing for the next leg up. Now, in the second setup, we are looking at a double 1, 2. So in this case, your invalidation would be taking out the 0, right? In this double 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 to then finish with 5 of a higher degree. That's scenario number 2. And in the scenario number 3, we are actually, okay, that's it. I know what that is, so we actually had only 2 scenarios. Yeah, so in both of these cases, we are looking for higher prices, because even in the ABC scenario, we are not looking to take out the low. Because on the higher time frames, we are looking to finish a wave 5, and we cannot finish a wave 5 on a 3-wave move. We need to have an impulse, or not even an impulse, but a diagonal as well. So in the IBC scenario, we are looking at a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or in this scenario, we are looking at a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. The reason I'm not looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is because we have overlap between wave 1 and wave 4, and that would mean we would need to have a diagonal, and this diagonal is expanding. And expanding diagonals are very rare and not preferred unless every other scenario fails. So I'm not looking at the expanding scenario right now. and simply looking at either the W12 or here the bigger diagonal. In both cases, we are looking for more upside. So that's bullish about Mantra, and now I've covered Solana, Bitcoin, and Mantra for you guys. So now let's talk about altcoins in general, right? So let's go to my other watch list here. Let's take a look. So what we are seeing here is Bitcoin dominance actually making new highs for this cycle, which is crazy actually. No, not yet, but yeah, it is breaking new highs at the moment. We are 2.3% away from making a new cycle high, which doesn't sound a lot, but it actually isn't. Is quite a lot for the Bitcoin dominance. But yeah, we are in a real surge for the Bitcoin dominance. But actually, yeah, we can draw it like this. We can draw it like this. This, yeah. Maybe we should draw it like this. I think it should be clear for everyone, to everyone. We are going down on this chart, right? This whole area is massive resistance. This whole area. Then we have the seasonality. In each post-halving year, we are seeing these kind of dumps. In each post-halving year, and we now just started the post-halving year. So to me, I would not bet on this chart doing this, but I would bet my money on this chart doing this. Yeah, and guess what? That's what I bet my money on. It's that simple. It doesn't mean if it happens tomorrow, next week, or next month, but I think we will see that. And a huge factor will be, yeah, what the Fed is going to do in March, in the next FOMC meeting, right? Because this could be the moment where we then finally see quantitative easing happen. Like we did not see it last week, which was pretty. I think everyone expected it that we're not seeing quantitative easing last week, but I think we could see it in March, and this would finally trigger alt season, which is very important for us because yeah, if we see Bitcoin has been in a bull run. No one can deny that. But if you look at altcoins, yeah, altcoins have been pretty much in a bear market all the time. We are still at bear market lows, right? Not on a dollar pair, necessarily. On a dollar pair, we are looking at this. But on a Bitcoin pair, this is where we are. We are on cycle lows on the Bitcoin pair. And this is very important. Don't look at the dollar pair too much. The dollar pair is not important. What is important is the Bitcoin pair. So if your altcoin, well, let's start with this. Do you think this chart is going to the upside or not? Honestly, because if you think this chart is going to do this, then just either be in Bitcoin or fuck off of the crypto market. Then you are simply wrong here. Because then why are you here? Why are you watching this video? Right? I am thinking support, 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 support. Everything is showing to us to do this. Okay, it's not up here, but I think you understand what I mean. Right? Everything on this chart is pointing for upside. Yet you can take out this low, make a new low. But it is going to be time. Because this chart basically indicates if we have an alt season or not. And as you can clearly see, we haven't seen any alt season since November 2022 or February 2022, right? January, all this area where we had the biggest, icon one that we, not the biggest, but I mean, for market cap wise, icons gained such a really huge market cap. So, what I want to say is basically this. Here was the best buy time to buy. Here was the best time to buy. Here was the best time to sell. And here was the best time to sell. So what I want to say is, what do you think people thought when the market was here? I think it's clear. People thought, of course, let's fuck away. Icons are going to shit. They are going to do this and never come back. Guess what? That was the best time to buy. The same thing is what they thought here. altcoins are breaking now, we are going to shit. And it didn't happen. Right now, people think the same thing. I barely hear anyone saying alt season. I only hear Bitcoin season, altcoins are wrecked. I should have sold earlier. This is the worst cycle ever. Guys, this is the sentiment that always leads to the alt season. You cannot be bullish, or there cannot be a good sentiment when we are down. That's not possible. Every time you are feeling good, your portfolio is looking healthy, it's the best time to sell. Every time we are down here, it's the best time to buy. It's that simple. So don't get too emotional. Don't listen to the wrong influencers. There are many bullshit influencers who simply say what their audience wants them to hear. So be careful about them, right? I think it should be pretty clear to everyone. This chart is simply showing bullishness, right? Major support level. This is an opportunity, not a time to be scared or anything. It's an opportunity, right? If you look at the Bitcoin chart again, bull market since 2023, this simply doesn't mean that altcoins are in a bull market as well, because they simply are not. So if you look at the USDC dominance, we can see that we are at pretty significant support level, right? This whole area, this red line, is support level, which we need to break. If we put it not on log scale, on linear scale, we can see it a bit better, right? We were in this trend line since 2020 2017. We broke below it and we are retesting it now for a couple of months even. So what's important is we stay below it, then we need to break this support level. If we break this, it's go time. If we break this, we will see the next shift of capital into the altcoins, right? Because this year was a shift in a Bitcoin. It's post-halving here. This will be the shift in altcoins. So everything is leading for us to go into altcoins. It's that simple. Also, if we look at others against Nvidia, this is an interesting chart. This is really an interesting chart. If we take a look at this is what we can see. Right, let's put it on log scale. So here is when altcoins outperformed Nvidia, right? We had here this trend line, we broke out, and in the post-halving here, not even the post-halving year began here. This is where we really outperformed, but altcoins outperformed once they simply outperformed Nvidia. And what we are seeing right now is the same trend line, right? We kind of broke out of it, but we are ranging on top of it. We really need to see now the next move to the upside, right? To see the money flow from Nvidia into altcoins, because Nvidia is more of a riskier stock in the stock market, and people from there will take out their profits and look for the next riskier thing. And the riskier thing is simply crypto. It's that simple. So I think this is pretty clear. Also, we have this major support level for altcoins against Nvidia. This chart is also looking for more upside. So the charts are saying it. The charts are saying alt season. The only thing that is not saying alt season are the influencers and all of these gurus who are saying you missed it, this is the worst cycle, don't go into altcoins. I mean, simply look at the charts and do what the charts say. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, blah blah blah, you know it. This is simply what I'm doing and what I'm betting my money on. Because in the end, we all don't know what is going to happen, but we are betting on the most probable outcome. And the most probable outcome for all of these charts is simply to go lower, and we see alt season. So with that in mind, don't be too scared, don't be emotional, and see you next time.